All right, so at the top of your page, that is not what I meant to do. At the top of your page, this is 31, and we're going to title it, Using the Peel Strategy to Write Body Paragraphs. Well, I'm sorry, babe. That heat's coming on. It just takes it a hot minute. Or a cold minute, I guess.
You know how it's like slightly outside? He jumped in there and started snowing.
Landon, I would love to tell you I'm shocked, but I'm not.
Using the what?
The Peel Strategy to Write Body Paragraphs. Friends, this is the strategy for your body paragraphs. This is not for your introduction. This is not for your conclusion. This is just the body paragraphs, the meat of your essay, okay? We are going to do this backwards, all right? We're going to do body paragraphs, then we'll go back and do our introduction, then we'll do our conclusion. Why? Because for me, that's always been the easiest. I can give you all of the information, right? When I'm writing an essay, giving you the information is the easy part. Starting it has always been my trouble, okay? And so I'd spend so much time stressing over that opening paragraph that when it got to the body, I started running out of time. The body's where the meat of your essay is. So if we can master doing the body paragraphs, then we can go back, throw the intro in, throw the conclusion in, and call it good, okay? So we're gonna start in the middle, and then we're gonna go back, okay? All right, so what does peel mean? Have you guys learned this before? You heard it before, but you don't remember what it is. I hear that more than you guys would believe. It's a little bit crazy how many acronyms get thrown at you. When I first started teaching 7th grade, I would sit in meetings and I'd hear the peel strategy, the T strategy, the HIT strategy, the HIP strategy, the this strategy, the that strategy, and I'm going, what the heck are they talking about? We're writing an essay. Why do I have to remember 85 different words to write one essay? That's too much. I couldn't do it. So I want this as streamlined as possible for you. So short response questions, the race strategy. You're racing through it to get it done. This is the peel strategy. This is how we write our body paragraphs. Yes, Abby. Tell me what it is. Yes. Point, evidence, elaboration, link. Okay? So, what does peel mean? Oh, sorry. Sorry. There you go. What does peel mean? You need to write this. What does peel mean? It's for body paragraphs. Point.
You write it like in one sentence, or we do it like that?
Do it like this. It'll make it make more sense. Point, that's your topic sentence. evidence, elaboration, and then you're going to do that again. So it's actually peel. I need 2 pieces of evidence and 2 pieces of elaboration, okay? So we've got evidence 1, elaboration 1, evidence 2, elaboration 2, and then your link to your next paragraph. Or if that's your last body paragraph, then it's going to be your link back to your topic sentence. Back, all the way back up, okay? Here, I'll show you what my notes look like. See? I'm writing them just the way they are on that screen.
We was still in Miss Garland.
What?
We still are scared. We have like 30 minutes left. Get out tonight.
Me too. I agree. I agree, but we have to do what we have to do. All right. So I'm guessing we're done with this. We're ready to move on?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Caitlin. Yes. All right. Point. Guys, make a point. Tell me what you're telling me. If you're trying to convince me of something, do it. Okay? This is your opportunity to state what it is you're saying. Make your point. This is your topic sentence. I should know within the first 2 sentences of your paragraph exactly what it is you're trying to convince me of. Okay? This is your opportunity to make your point for the paragraph. For example, if this were a Krabby Patty, it would be the top bun. First thing my teeth hit. Okay?
So how we write it?
Hang on.
Uh,
All right. So, P. This is your point. Make one. Okay, this is your topic sentence. This is your opportunity to make your point for this paragraph. Baby, if I zoom in anymore, we're not going to be able to see most of what's here. Why don't you come move up? You can either move to this table over here, or you can come move behind Trinity. Either one.
Is this the, so 32 could be in the body paragraph?
Hmm?
Or 32 could be in the body paragraph?
For what?
On 32.
We'll see. Okay. After the P, we have our first E. This is our evidence. Guys, this is where you're citing your text. Is this starting to sound familiar?
No.
Race, where we restate and answer the question. A. C, where we cite some evidence. Oh, man, is this starting to sound familiar? Huh. That's because you already know how to do it. Okay? So, we're on our E. E is the evidence. Your citations from the passage. Move it up. And then after passage, I put an S in parentheses because sometimes it's more than one passage. So it could be from the passage or from the passages, either one. For the purposes of FSA and any kind of research paper you're going to have to write, you will have more than one source. So just throwing that out there for you, okay? All right. No, here, thank you. All right, and then underneath it, we need to write find statistics, quotes, facts, etc. that support your topic sentence. Explain how your evidence connects to the topic. Okay. Our next, oh, nope. Just kidding. All right, guys. Words to use when you're providing evidence. According to. For example, the author states, for instance, in source number 1, in source number 2. Or you can put the name of the source. However, you do not need to put the name of the source 85 times, okay? They don't want to read. In the source, the science of superstition and blah, 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 whatever the rest of that title was. And then 2 sentences later read, in the source, the science of superstition and blah, 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 blah. The people reading your information, they don't want to read that 300 times, okay? Source number 1, source number 2, according to the author. In fact, the author says, furthermore, another, or in addition. So, under evidence, we need to write these.
According to.
So, transitions to use for evidence. Yours does not have to look just like mine. You just need to have all of the information there. Okay? So that's just an example of how I wrote it on mine. Yours can look however you want it to look, as long as all the information is there. Okay? I'm going to flip it back over to the PowerPoint because some of you were going straight down the line. Okay? Close it. All the way. All the way. Thank you. Okay, we ready? All right. Next, we have elaborate or an argument. Okay, here's where you're telling me why I care. And you better convince me, okay? Why is the evidence that you chose relevant to what you're trying to explain? Yes, ma'am. Okay. You good? Okay. So elaborate or your argument if you're writing an argumentative essay. Why do I care about your evidence? Okay. All right, here's where you're going to elaborate or you're going to analyze your evidence and the topic. Guys, you're elaborating. You're not simply telling me, and this proves that, and repeating your topic sentence. So if you're trying to convince me that cats make the better pet, if your elaborate point says, and this proves that cats are better, how? Why? That doesn't prove anything. That's just a piece of cited evidence, right? How is that proving your point? Okay. Remember, copy scores are real. Your elaborate piece is where you save yourself from having an essay that looks like you just copied it straight from the author. Okay. So, elaborate. We're going to elaborate or analyze your evidence and the topic. This is where you tell me, why do we care about the evidence you've provided? What does this have to do with the big picture? If you're trying to argue your point, how does it prove your point? If you're just trying to share information with me about something, what does this have to do with what you're telling me about? Okay? What does this have to do with the big picture? And this is where you explain how your topic relates back to your thesis. Guys, we'll talk more about thesis when we talk about our introduction. Just know your thesis is whatever you believe that you're trying to make me believe, okay?
We learned in the thesis statement and the thesis the same thing.
Yes. Okay. Your elaborate point is where you're putting the pieces together, like a puzzle. See that puzzle in the bottom? I'm glad it's them putting that monstrosity together and not me. But this is where you're putting the pieces together. Make it make sense for us, okay? Again, never, ever, ever should a reader read in an essay of any sort, honestly. And this proves that blah, 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 blah. Topic sentence all over again. How does it prove it? I'm going to tell you right now, if you write that for me, you're going to see the word how written beside it with a question mark every time. Okay? All right, we got this? You good?
So I'm confused
Why are you confused?
because when you put your evidence and everything, and you put at the bottom, this shows that this is blah, blah, blah. That's still wrong.
It's not as long as you tell me how it shows that.
Okay.
But what the evidence,
Okay, so again, if we're doing cats versus dogs, right?
Mhm.
And you tell me, according to the passage, cats do their business in a litter box. Okay, what's your point?
so they have to like, this shows how cats are doing.
How does that show how cats are better than dogs?
You gotta look outside the bathroom.
Right there. Because I have to let a dog go outside to go to the bathroom. This makes cats better because I don't have to worry about getting up early in the morning to let them go outside and do their business. Okay? That's what I need. Not just, this makes them better. Tell me how. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So, yes, we can use this shows or this proves, but tell me how. Okay, so transitions to use for analysis or argument. Let's change that to elaborate or argument. Transitions to use for elaborate or argument. Okay. In other words, this shows, this proves, based on the information, therefore, as a result, this means. Okay, underneath this isn't part of the PowerPoint, but underneath it, I want you to put an asterisk, that's the star. Tell me how it proves your point. Don't just tell me it proves your point. Tell me how. Don't just tell me this shows that cats are better. Tell me this shows that cats are better because they're not going to wake me up early because they have to pee.
So, you know, on my phone from yesterday, I put something silly.
Okay. Guys, are you seeing how this looks just like the race strategy? It's just bigger.
Yeah.
If you can write a race response, you can write an essay. A body paragraph for an essay is almost identical to a race strategy paragraph. Anybody told you that before? I had a feeling that was the answer. All right, are we ready? All right, last one. Once we have our evidence and our elaboration, times 2, then we got to link it. One paragraph has to link to the next. If not, you have a chopped up mess that's hard to read. Okay? So, L, link. We're putting those pieces together. Each part of our essay, the introduction, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, body paragraph 3 only if you need it. Bet nobody's told you that either. And then your conclusion. You have to make them link together somehow, okay? So put those pieces together. Okay, the last sentence should reinforce your original point, or it needs to link you to the next paragraph. The link sentence can provide a transition to the next topic or paragraph. Second, also, next. Those are all link words. Okay? Okay, just in case you needed to see it on my paper. There it is. Okay. We're going to stop here. And we're gonna move to other things. I think we're gonna save our practice for our next class, okay?
Thank you.
I think we need a little bit of time to digest this before we jump into using it, okay? So we're gonna stop here. And then next class, we're gonna jump into actually using it, okay?
Thank you, Ms. Brown.
You're welcome. I'm gonna pretend I didn't notice you just